Hi, this is Randall Kaczynski here at Sound Mind Counseling, and I want to speak with you a little bit about the fear of the unknown. And boy, are we going through some of that right now, aren't we? I feel like we just were, and we probably always will. And when we talk about hypnotherapy, we talk about the unknown, and we talk about the known. Now, the unknown is always associated with pain. The known is always associated with pleasure. And I want to talk about how we can get through the seasons of the unknown. And I'm speaking, of course, on a big grand scale, right? As a society, as a world, we're always going through things that we don't know what's coming next. We might have an idea, and then it maybe gets flipped on us. And even on a personal scale, we go through that a lot too, because our personal or micro is dependent often on the macro. But what we can control is what's going on in here, what's going on in here, right? For the most part, but we have to get ahead of it. So again, unknown versus known. So known is also always associated with pleasure. The unknown is associated with pain. And when we have enough pain, it will lead us into creating a change. We want to be flexible, we want to be adaptable, if at all possible. And so we have to control our thoughts, if at all possible, right? Take captive every thought, of course. We always talk about the analogy, the metaphor of the crow landing on top of the head, right? So if a crow lands on the head, we can shake it loose, right? But if we let it stay there, we let it build a nest, well, now it's going to take up residence in our thoughts. So we can talk it out, for sure, with a trusted loved one or a trusted professional. But we can also engage in self-talk, we can engage in prayer, and we can engage in writing things out. So life and death is in the power of the tongue. Those who love it will eat the fruit thereof. So we want to speak positively, because the words that we speak will guide and direct our thoughts. And it's so easy to get into a mode of declaring the negative and oftentimes seeing the negative. So how do we reverse that? Well, it starts by looking at just little things here and there. Little positive things through your day that are encouraging. And it's like the age-old picture of that beautiful little white flower growing out of the garbage heap. And if we can focus our perspective on that little white flower, everything around it kind of becomes hazy, right? We used the analogy before of St. Stephen being stoned, and all that he could see when he was in his ecstasy, in his bliss, in his trance, in his hypnotic state, he was looking at Jesus as he was getting stoned. So that's not to say that we want to resolve ourselves into suffering, but it is saying we want to focus on the positive if at all possible. Not toxic positivity in the sense that we're just going to do like a spiritual bypass per se and just ignore everything that's happening that's bad, because that's not reasonable either. That's just not how the world works, is it? But we do want to keep looking for the sunrise, keep looking for what's coming next, and also take stock of all the good things that have happened, right? Because the reticular activating system in your brain is going to keep searching for that whichever you're looking for, right? I'm going to look for the good things that are happening. And maybe things aren't always going to be sunshine and roses and butterflies and unicorns, but boy, we can look for little traces of that, and we can build off of that. We can create a foundation for something much better, which is always what we're looking for. And so you can have hell coming down around you, but you can have a paradise, a heaven, right, inside of you, in your thoughts. And it doesn't happen overnight, but hypnosis can help, counseling can help, self-hypnosis and meditation can help. All of these things are helpful, right? But it's all links the chain of the therapy that you're pursuing, whether it's therapy that you're inducing upon yourself, or therapy by doing the things you know that are good for you, that bring you joy and delight and relief, or seeking out the help of a professional like myself, calling up a friend or a family member, spending time with them, right? We need each other, we need God, and we need to continue to pursue that positivity in healthy doses. It's a journey. But again, the fear of the unknown, part of it, I hate to say, is being comfortable in the cloud of unknowing. And we have to do it. It's part of this life's journey. But we come out the other side, right? And that's the thing that we need to keep our focus on. So hopefully this was helpful, just some little tidbits, some little thoughts. Hopefully it spawned a little new idea in your mind that you can think about. And of course, you can always reach out to me and we can talk. You can reach out to me at www.soundmindcounseling.net. And I look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Thanks so much.